welcome back. I'm Matroixer, and this is Oddworld Abe's Oddysee. Today we'll be going to the packaging sector of Rupture Farms. Will there be death, or will there be saving?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know anything. So, here's something interesting. This is the first time the game actually tells you you can talk to other people, which is interesting considering that you already see two other Mudokons before this time, and you've probably already figured it out yourself. I don't know, game design thing, I don't know if that's a good decision or a bad decision, but it's interesting. I wanted to also point out, because I didn't say this in the last video, that all these secret areas and stuff like that, it looks super intimidating, and I'm kind of going through them smoothly, but if you're interested in playing and it's your first time playing, don't go for the secret areas, because they'll be pretty difficult for a first time player, and not to be condescending, but you'll probably not be too good at them. I know too many people who tried to 100% the game the first time through and they hated it.
Oops.
Speaking of which, I'm not that much hot shit either. I just blew up that guy. You don't want that. That's not... Yeah. I'm really not too good at timing my bomb throws. It's true. It's my biggest problem. Playing the game, technically, either I hold on for it for too long and it explodes, or I throw too late and innocent Mudokons get blown up. It's a true tragedy. I shouldn't be handling bombs so much, but you kinda have to. So let's look at the secret area for real now. Let's see what we're working with. First we got this guy. He's pretty easy to take care of. He just kind of splats when he falls down. Okay, now let's see if we can blow up that thing again. Let's see if we can be a little bit better at it. Ah! Too late. Well, at least no one blew up this time. Let's do this the right way, instead of the cheaty way. Here we are introduced to shadows. How shadows work is this. You stay in a shadow, you don't move, you don't talk, make any sound. The sligs do not notice you. Only the sligs. Any other enemy will see right through it and attack you. So, only use them around sligs. And you get these things, this boom bomb machine, and you use this to blow up both this little anti-possession device here, as well as the guys at the higher floor. Another thing to note with the shadows is that even though the sligs won't see you, a lot of them are very trigger happy around shadows, so if you make so much as a peep, they will shoot on sight. So that's something to consider. It's pretty dangerous. That's kind of a give and take when it comes to shadows. Okay, let's see if third time's the charm. By third time's the charm, I mean I'm not even gonna bother trying to blow that up anymore. I'm just gonna kill the guy. That'll be way easier for both of us. There we go. Forgot something really important. You gotta turn this meat grinder off. If you don't, the guy up there will get chopped to bits when he falls down. It's incredibly dangerous. You don't want to forget these things.
Hello, follow me. Okay, follow me. Okay.
Another quirk of talking with other Mudokons in this game is that you really gotta push them to walk off a ledge. They are very scared. They are like puppies on stairs. You really need that motivation for them. Again, that's something that's addressed in the sequel, Oddworld Abe's Exodus, where you don't have to do that. For better or for worse. At least in this game, they don't just run off a cliff willy-nilly. By the way, if you get zapped while a bomb is on you, the bomb will go off, so be careful. These screens are self-explanatory. Things fall, you gotta jump at the right time. It's the PlayStation, so you got a bunch of meat and shit thrown at the screen, which is pretty distracting. It's both cool and annoying at the same time, but more often than not, it's super distracting. Now this is a puzzle for me. You gotta touch it when the light turns green. That's a bomb. If you run into it while it's blinking, you'll blow up, but otherwise, it's perfectly safe. It gave me a lot of trouble as a kid. I don't know why, because they're super simple. But let's just leave it on, because I know of a pretty cool way to dispose it. Kind of shows off limitations? Or I guess just a quirk of the game engine. Check this out. Check this shit out. Yeah! How's that? I found that out myself. Pretty proud of it. So you don't have to do it that way. It's just a stupid way of doing that sort of thing. I've played this game for a long time now, and you just find a bunch of stupid garbage like that to do, even though it's ultimately pointless. Oh, that guy's in the background. He can't hurt us. Let's go get this Mudakin and... Oh. Okay, so background sligs. These guys are dangerous because you can't really directly attack them, and most of them cannot be possessed. When they shoot in the foreground, it's really strange because they don't immediately shoot you, and sometimes they'll shoot ahead of you. I don't get how they work. I do not get how these guys work, and it becomes a really big problem in one particular area. This guy, at least, is super easy. Unfortunately, when you possess him, you cannot shoot to the foreground. That is something that is added in the next game. Which really doesn't matter because you don't possess background sligs at all, generally. Like, they're nothing but just really annoying enemies in this game. We could chop him up, but remember, anytime you get to possess a slig, you should do it, because it's way more fun. 100% more fun, twice as fun. So if we didn't go to that secret area, here is where sneaking would have been introduced. Or at the very least, shadows would be introduced, because come on, that guy's always going to get shot. He's a pretty easy target. And if you have some good semblance of timing, you can run through these pretty well. Again, as a kid, this gave me a lot of trouble. I don't know why. I was a pretty bad kid. I didn't know patience. I just wanted things to happen for me all the time. Here's a mechanic that's super important if you want to save everyone, which is saying look out around Mudokins. When you do so, they duck their heads, and for a brief moment, they can't be shot. Which means you can kill other sligs, and you'll be safe and sound. That being said, I would not recommend shooting for too long, because these guys usually only hold their heads down for like 3 or 4 seconds. Just shoot. It only takes one shot to kill someone, so get it over with, make it quick. Be fair, be humble, just don't be a sadist. That's really messed up. This is not a game for sadists. Why would you do anything violent in this game? Jeez.
Wait. Okay.
Anyway, we've pretty much taken care of all opposition in this floor, so all that's left is to save everyone, which is pretty good. We just have one more tricky part here, which is another timing puzzle with the meat grinders, but it's nowhere near as hard as long as you're not being cocky. Be patient. That is one of the biggest rules of Oddworld. Some puzzles will really require you to be patient.
Follow me. Okay. Wait. Okay.
And in case you didn't notice it before, this guy, he's in a pretty dangerous spot. Why is he in a dangerous spot, you ask? Well, there seems to be blood where he's scrubbing. I wonder why. That's why. That makes sense. Yep, I agree. Here's a guy hidden in the shadows. There's actually another guy hidden in the shadows a minute before, but I didn't point him out. Oddworld likes to do that to you, but as long as you pay attention and listen, you can make it through pretty easily. We can go in here, but actually we're not going to because it won't take us far. We'll actually be coming back here later. Why? Well, we'll find out in a couple of videos. It's a very important reason. In any case, we're done with this floor, so let's move on. That was cool. This is the PlayStation. There's 3D. Alright, let's see what's to the right. I just wanted to demonstrate what electrical walls did, you know, to Abe in particular. It's pretty self-explanatory, but still. Now it's time to save the final 3 guys left in this area of the game. This puzzle is kind of tricky, and it actually took me a while to figure it out. So what you want to do is, you want to get rid of this guy to the right first. You may not know it in the beginning, but he will definitely be a big trouble bother as time goes on. Again, you want to pay attention. Listen to him as he gets closer on screen, and then when he turns, just sneak past him. Fun fact about this game, Blind Guy actually beat it. All he did was pay attention. I don't think he saved all the Mudokons, but the idea generally is pretty cool to beat the whole game just by listening. I think it shows what kind of neat sound design this game has. Now that we've blown that guy up, let's move up here. There's a sleeping dude. And, well, we got a bomb, so... there we go. Did we blow him up? I can't tell if we blew him up. Nope, we didn't blow him up. Yep, okay, good. Now this room is a monster because it makes you think you can just run across, but you can't. You will fall immediately. Do not try running through this room. Do not try running through this room. Do not do it. Trust me. Just jump. Just jump. It's perfect for jumping. I don't know how Ape did that. Here are the last 3 guys. We have officially saved everyone in Zulag 1 of Rupture Farms upon our escape. It feels good. How do I know that, you ask? Well, check that out. Escapees 28 on the Rupture Farms employee meter. I guess that's what I'm going to call it, the employee meter. That's just off the top of my head. And once this pulley goes down, which takes kind of forever to go down, 1 bomb for good luck. Game tells us that there are 28 workers on this level. It's pretty convenient because I always forget how many in particular need to be saved, so that's very nice of the developers to do. Coincidentally, if you're trying to kill everyone, it's super easy to do it. You just leave. They just straight up die. Well, that's it for Rupture Farms for now. Once I go down the screen, the video will basically be over. So I'll see you next time when we'll be tackling the Stockyard Escape. Probably one of my favorite parts of the game. Roll, 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 move it.